Hey everyone, Simon here again for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. And I've got an interesting story for you here to show corruption in the religious sector. Nothing to be too surprised about if you know their history. But before I get into that, I'll give my usual speech here. Everyone please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way more people can find this kind of content down the line. Okay, so let me get into this story here. It's about a advisor to the Pope being charged with sexual abuse. Now again, this is not a new theme for the Catholic Church, but this particular story is about the highest ranking member ever in the organization to be charged. This is Cardinal George Pell. He's actually the economic advisor to Pope Francis. And find it interesting that these high-ranking members are finally being exposed and charged for the crimes that they've been committing here. Normally they kind of shuffle these guys around and try to cover up for them. So for some reason, maybe they have to throw some people under the bus here to kind of kill the story. But anyway, it's good to know that this guy's going to be paying for his crimes against minors. Basically, again, the guy's name is George Pell, and he was a economic minister for the Vatican was his actual title. He was charged with molesting two choir boys after a mass one day. His sentencing hearing is tomorrow, and he has a potential to face up to 50 years for his crimes. Again, this was against two boys. One of them has since committed suicide because he was unable to deal with what had happened to him. And the other guy is the one who's been telling the story, and basically he had the courage to come out and tell what had happened. He said that when he was younger he didn't understand exactly what was happening to him, whether it was normal, and then later on in his life he didn't want to expose it because of the church members being so powerful that it would ruin his life, that they would take away his scholarship to his college and all of these things. So it's sad that people are afraid to blow the whistle against these people because they've been so powerful that even though what they were doing was horrible, the crimes would be covered up. But I'm glad people are finally able to have the courage to bring these kind of things to light. The only way this kind of stuff will stop is if the incidents are brought to the light, and people realize what's truly happening with these people that they had respected and looked up to, but they don't really deserve any of that kind of respect, in my opinion. So also, this comes on the heels of another high-ranking church member. I thought I'd throw this in there. A former high-ranking American cardinal named Theodore McCarrick also had recently been charged and expelled for sexual abuse of minors. So again, this is just more in the long list of their crimes that people have been hearing about, and luckily the truth is being exposed. But I thought this story was notable, and I thought I'd report on it because the guy George Pell, the economic minister to the Vatican, was actually the highest ranking person in the church to be charged so far. So slowly but surely the most powerful are being charged, which is going to take away their power and their feeling of invincibility. So I'd love to know what you guys think. The comment section is open if you agree with with what I'm saying, or if you disagree, feel free to leave a comment. But anyway, that's the story from my perspective, and I'll see you on the next one.